Dropping into your easeful breath. Just allowing your awareness to be focused inward. Noticing what you need, what your body is asking you for today. We're going to think this morning about orienting towards life-giving choices. Just the idea that each choice we make can lead us into deeper consciousness, deeper pleasure, deeper desire, deeper fulfillment and satisfaction. Or when we make negligent choices, when we make choices unconsciously or in default, we navigate away from that which serves us well. So we know that already by coming to the mat, we can give ourselves a beautiful check mark for making a life-giving choice. Let's just use this time on the mat to listen and honor that which our body needs. Long, smooth breath. Release from your seated position and let yourself come to hands and knees. Touch your toes together behind you and let your knees be just a little bit wider apart than usual. Let the hips sink back towards the heels. Reach those fingers forward. Arch your back as you come back up. And just lean forward onto the wrists a little bit. Sink all the way back. This time as you come up, you can take the palms, step them one step further forward. Let yourself lean forward there. I might need to shift my knees, bring them a little bit closer together to do that forward piece. As you come forward, yeah, that feels better on the knees. So just make sure you let yourself, as you go back and forth between these two movements, hips sinking towards the floor and hips sinking towards the heels. Adjust your knees and legs underneath you in a way that serves. Open up your breath. Next time you find yourself in the middle, draw the hands back under the shoulders. Right knee can land, toes go behind you, left leg kicks out, and open your left hand up to the sky. Perhaps you choose to lift that back leg. Stretch through the bottom hand, lift through the top hand. Feel the distance between the sole of your foot and the crown of your head. And exhale and come down. Drop into the bottom knee, into the left hand, reaching the right foot back behind you. Perhaps lifting it up, stretch through the top fingers. Breathe. Breathe. Hands come down, knees come down. Your back toes curl under and you start to find your Pada Bandha, the feet pressing into the floor, rolling up onto the balls of the feet. Head hangs between elbows, shoulders draw down the back. Tailbone pokes to the ceiling. Allow yourself to just paddle heels here. Your gaze shifts forward to the thumbs and your knees bend and the feet come to hands. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale to fold. Inhale, fingers come all the way up to sky. And as you exhale, hands come down to heart and the right foot steps back behind you. Sink forward into that front knee. Press into the back heel, let fingers draw up to the sky. Just feel the power of warrior one here. Deep, filling breaths. Sweep the hands down past the hips, lean the body forward. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Start to let the back heel peel off the floor. Your hands can stay behind you, or you can bring them to your heart center. Fold forward into your warrior three pose. Beautiful. Nice work. Bend gently into the front leg, set the back leg down onto the ground. Inhale those hands back up to warrior one. Straightening the front leg, hands come down to heart. Fold your body forward over that front leg, nice and straight. Spine tall, long, and it becomes parallel to the floor. Sweet. Stretch through the crown of your head. Breathe into those legs. Inhale and come up. Bend into the knees. Step the back foot forward. Inhale, hands to sky. Exhale for a deep forward fold. Breathing in, nice long flat back. Exhale, plant your hands and step to plank. Push through the heels, reach through the crown of your head. Breathe here. And then choose if you're dropping to your knees or lowering to the floor. You can do a little cobra here. You can sweep your body forward into up dog. Let the back toes curl under and lead you to down dog. Breathe here. Gazing forward to the thumbs, your knees can bend, feet to hands. Tabletop the back long, inhale. Exhale and fold. Breathe in, hands to sky. Breathe out, stepping back with the left foot. Seal the heel down into the mat, drop into the front knee. Breathe. Hands float to the sky, feel the shoulders drop down as the fingers reach up. Stretch through that front knee, push through the back heel, enjoy the pose. Breathe. Breathe. Let the hands sweep down beside you and the whole body leans forward over that front thigh. Gorgeous. Pressing through the crown of your head as you push the back heel down. Nice. Perhaps bringing fingers to heart center or leaving the hands wide. Let the back heel peel off the floor. Shift your weight to the front foot. As you straighten the front leg, the back leg can rise. Fold towards warrior three. However that feels good in the body. Gorgeous. Gentle bend into the front knee, set the back foot down, and when you're ready, the hands sweep back up. Warrior one. There's both power and grace here today. Ease and effort. Hands drop down to the heart, straighten that front leg, lengthen the spine, lift the sit bones, flatten the back over that front thigh. Breathe. Breathe. Square the shoulders, square the hips, reach through the crown of the head. Nice work. Inhale, the hands come all the way up to the sky, bend into the knees, and step everything forward. Big breath in, hands to sky. Nice exhale, let yourself lower down. Beautiful half lift. Exhale, plant your hands and step to plank. Hold plank, choosing if you want to drop to your knees. As you lower, elbows graze ribs. Choose if you want to plant your belly, do a cobra, or sweep the chest through and up for upward dog. Toes curl when you're ready to downward dog. Reach the right foot up to the sky, and then when you bring it down, take it to the outside of the left foot. And just notice as you paddle the heels there, a new line of muscles through the back of the legs. Be gentle. Be gentle. Then lift that right foot up to the sky, set it down on the floor. We'll do the left. Foot reaches and kicks back. Comes down and sets beside the right pinky toe side. Breathe. 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 Foot up to the sky. Back down again. Nice work. Bend into the knees. Bring feet to hands. Inhale, tabletop. Fold down. Draw fingers all the way up to the sky. Beautiful. Hands come to heart. I'm going to step my left foot back just so that I'm facing the camera. So left toes point to the long edge of the mat. My right toes point to the short. Hips kick back. Reach, reach, reach through that front finger. Gorgeous. Bottom fingers drop down. Top fingers lift up. Find that triangle pose. Gorgeous. Feel your bottom shoulder release, the top one open. Enjoy the wingspan between your fingertips. Sweep all the way up. Sink into that front knee and take the back foot further away so you come to warrior two. Reaching into that front knee, softening the shoulders. Beautiful. Drop back hand down the back leg. Sweep front hand up and over. Back to warrior two. Shift your fingers forward. Plant elbow. Top hand goes up and over the body. Extended side angle. Nice. Inhale, warrior two. Straighten the front leg, both sets of toes point forward, hands to hips. Lengthen spine, fold forward. Perhaps you're letting head hang heavy. Perhaps you're keeping spine parallel to the floor. Gentle release in that forward fold. All the way to your feet, hands to hips. Inhale, back up. Warrior two, we point the left toes to the back of the mat. Sink into the left knee, open your arms. Soften the shoulders, reach through the wrists, breathe. Breathe. Back hand falls to the back leg, up and over. Coming back through, reach forward and sweep up and over this way. Beautiful. Back to warrior two. Let's do it one more time on this side. I didn't hold you there long enough. Back and warrior two. Extended side angle. The left hand reaches forward. The right arm reaches over top of your head. So good. All the way back up to warrior two and straighten the front leg. Toes point forward. Hands clasp behind your back. Pull the thumbs down. Shoulders roll down your back. Fold forward. Let head hang on the end of your spine. Lift the thumbs. Breathe. 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 Thumbs release back down to the low back. Inhale. Draw yourself all the way back up. Hands to hips. Heel step the feet back together, but stay hips a bit wider, or feet a bit wider than hip width, toes pointing out. Bend into the knees. Draw the arms up beside you. Soften the shoulders. Press the back of the skull, the back of the wrists. Pull the inner thighs into the bones, reaching the knees towards the back corners of your mat. Breathe. Breathe. Inhale to a nice 5-pointed star, and the arms and wrists fall back. The chest lifts. Your head can fall back if it wants. Breathe. Inhale, head stacks on spine, hands come to heart. Step the feet together. Ground through the soles of the feet. Left foot takes your weight. Right foot gets nice and light. Feeling the heel off the ground, the knee lifts in front of you. Bring your right hand to the inside of that knee and start to open the knee to the right as your left hand counterbalances you. Breathe here. Gaze is steady, breath is steady. And then bring that knee back to center. Your left hand comes to knee and right arm reaches back behind you. Breathe. Your gaze can go past that right shoulder. Left hand just tuck it in on the knee. Good. And then bring everything back to center. Your right hand can come up with this right knee and they can drop down to the ground. And then the right hand and the right knee point back behind you and they drop down to the ground. I'm going to use my left arm as counterbalance. So right hand, right knee lift, they point to the ground. And then my left arm counterbalances as hand and knee go behind me. Down, lift, they point to the floor, and left hand reaches forward. Yeah. One more on this side. And back down. Lovely. Set that foot on the floor. Release the whole work of the right side, the foundation of the left. Nice. Ground down into the sole of the right foot. Release shoulders. Start to pick up the left heel. Roll off the toes. Knee comes in front of you. Left fingers to the inside of that left knee, counterbalancing with the right arm. Open that left knee. Steady gaze. Steady breath. Beautiful. Good. Knee comes back to center. Change the hand. So right hand comes to left knee. Left hand reaches back behind you. Breathe. And bring that hand forward. Lovely. Left hand and left knee point forward. They drop to the ground. And when they stretch back behind you, the counterbalance of the right arm can move forward. Down. Lift left knee, left arm. Point down. Swing them back behind you. Right arm comes forward. Down. Lift. And stretch the hand and knee back. Playing with your balance today. One more. Hand and knee go down. They stretch back behind you. Reach, reach, reach through your right hand and come down. Lovely. Feet, hands, come down. Land on your mat. Good. Toes can touch or be hip distance apart. Sink down. The hips are neutral, tailbone to the floor, thighs squeeze towards each other, shoulders roll down the back, and arms start to rise in front of you. Thunderbolt or chair pose. Soften into the feet. Release the low back. Soften your shoulders. Breathe. And notice what muscles turn on when you soften those spots. Something else sweeps in to hold things together. Breathe. Breathe. Beautiful. Hands come all the way up to the sky. I'm going to move to the front of my mat again. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to a long flat back. Nice. Exhale to plant hands. Step feet back to plank. Beautiful. Choose how you lower. Choose if you'd like to do a little cobra or an up dog. Breathe. And then back to your down dog. Paddling your heels. Bring your right knee forward to your right wrist. Left leg stretches back behind you. Breathe. And then from this pose, let's just roll over onto our right hip. Sweep the back leg forward. You can keep the foot right here, heel to the right shin, or move heel to the outside of the knee, and then twist. Right hand hugs the knee, left hand plants in the floor behind you. Twist as far as you'd like to go. And then let the head sweep forward again, tucking the chin by the right shoulder. Breathe up and down the spine. Release shoulders, chin, body. You're going to take that left leg, sweep it back behind you. Plant your hands, curl the back toes, stretch into your downward dog. Paddle your heels for a moment. Sway your hips. Bring breath into all those little nooks and crannies of the body. Sweep the left knee forward to the left wrist. Stretch the right leg back behind you. Just breathe there. Perhaps there's a gentle movement to your hips, softening into that left side. Rolling over onto the left hip. When it plants, sweeping the right foot forward, leaving it on the shin side or bringing it to the outside of the left knee. Hug with your left hand, right hand reaches behind you. Twist. Chin turns to come to the left shoulder, even as your body twists right. Breathe up and down that spine. Releasing it super gently, taking the right foot back behind you. Plant your hands, curl your toes, downward dog. Long, slow breath as you just release yourself into your downward dog, noticing how it feels different than the beginning of class. Let's come forward, dropping to our knees. Sweep both feet over to the left and let your bum sit down. Right foot to the top of the left thigh, keeping those legs almost at the knees at 90-degree angles. Front one's a bit smaller of an angle. Lengthen and let yourself twist to the right. Go as far as you can, but still let the left hip feel like it settles downward. So even as you twist the spine, you're not lifting that left hip, bringing it with you. Breathe. Unless you have SI pain, in which case you totally can. Breathe. And then let yourself unwind. Gently flip your toes over to the other side. Sweep the hands to a left facing twist. Turn, keeping that right hip relaxed and settling even as the spine twists left. And let yourself unwind. So good. Crisscross your legs. Sit tall, fingers on the floor in front of you, and a slow slide forward. Releasing the chin, letting the back of the head be heavy, and just softening yourself over those crossed legs. Inhale and sweep up, and then let yourself change sides. Nice tall spine, and sweep forward again. Inhale and letting yourself sweep up. Nice work. So last few minutes, feel free to let yourself recline back down onto the mat. I'm going to bring my knees into the armpits, stretch soles of the feet to the sky. You can choose if you're hanging onto thighs, calves, or even the arches of the foot. Tailbone rolls down towards the floor. When you release, happy baby. Heels can come in right by bum cheeks. Press into the soles of the feet. Keep the thighs orienting towards each other and lift into your little bridge. Shoulders soften on the floor. Perhaps the shoulder blades roll under. Palms face each other, fingers to the ceiling. Press into the backs of the elbows. Lift. Soften all the way down. Choose if you're going to let your knees tent together, stretch the legs all the way out, or even soles of the feet can come together, knees open. Just allow that scanning breath to move through the system. Noticing the result of this life-giving choice you have made today. They say that when you make a life-giving choice, then the chances that your next choice will also be life-giving is greater. Big inhale, exhale out through your mouth if you want. Maybe knees roll into chest for a little low back roll. Coming back up when you're ready. Namaste.